Shalom uvracha, everyone. This is Rabbi Steve Texon of the Cuban Hebrew congregation addressing you at the beginning of a very eventful week. Tonight, Monday, we begin the commemoration of Yom Hazikaron, Israel Memorial Day, remembering the fallen Israeli soldiers who died in defense of the land of Israel and the defense of Jews all over the world. And then tomorrow night, we flow immediately into a great celebration, a celebration of Israel's 72nd birthday, Yom HaAtzmaut, Israel's 72nd celebration of the Day of Independence. Last week, we remembered Yom HaShoah, and within a span of 8 days, we have progressed from Yom HaShoah to the great celebration on Wednesday of Yom HaAtzmaut. Matchil beginut u'mesayem b'shvach. We begin with sadness, suffering. We end with praise, glory, goodness, triumph. So tonight and tomorrow, Yom Hazikaron, all activity stops, dead in its tracks in the land of Israel. The sirens blare, and we stand frozen in solidarity with the souls of those who fought and died for us to continue living and to preserve Jewish life, religion, culture, and to bring life into the world. When we leave a cemetery in Judaism, we wash our hands. And as we leave the cemetery, we leave our hands wet with water. Mayim chayim, life-giving water. Water, the symbol of life. That as we leave the cemetery and go back into the world, into the land of the living, we bring life into the world. Life and light and hope and healing into the world. Look at all these sources of inspiration within the span of 8 days. And by the way, Yom HaAtzmaut, the 8th day following Yom HaShoah commemoration, is the day of miracles. The number 8 in Judaism is miraculous, supernatural. The world was created in 7 days. The 8th, of course, God rested on the 7th, Yom HaShabbat. The 8th is the supernatural, the realm of miracles. And in Judaism, the number 8 is very special. The 8th day of the circumcision, the 8 days of Hanukkah, Shmini Atzeret, the 8th day of solemn assembly, when God holds us back in love. A separate holiday. We make a Shehecheyanu for Shmini Atzeret. The number 8. So within a span of 8 days, we go from the ashes to triumph, victory. This Shabbat, we have a double portion again, Acharei Mot Kedoshim, and we have this weekend what I call the middle, in the middle, in the middle. What do I mean? The parasha of Kedoshim falls in the middle book of the 5 books, Vayikra, the middle book. In the middle of the middle book is the middle portion, Kedoshim. In the middle of Parashat Kedoshim is the verse, V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself, the golden rule. The principle above all others in the Torah. Rabbi Akiva said, that's the whole Torah. Everything else is commentary. And the house of Hillel phrased it differently. Instead of love thy neighbor as thyself, Do not do to others what you would not want them to do to you. Meaning, the phrase, I love you or love your neighbor, can be an empty phrase if it's not backed up by sacrifice. What's the measure of sacrifice? The measure of love, how you sacrifice for others, how you are altruistic, how you help your fellow man and woman and child. And we are engaged in that more than ever now during this COVID-19, this horrible pandemic. We are almost forced into caring for the next person. We almost, as the physicians have told us, consider ourselves as carriers of the virus, wear a mask to protect others more than protect ourselves. V'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Ze klal gadol b'Torah. At the epicenter of our Torah, the pivotal concept in Judaism, loving thy neighbor, caring, seeing the good in our fellow man and woman and child. Finally, together with Kedoshim is Acharemot, the rituals of the high priest on Yom HaKippurim, Yom Kippur, the Holy of Holies, when the Kohen Gadol would enter the inner sanctum to pray on behalf of himself and the people, the house of Israel. However, it was a joint venture. The Kohen Gadol and the Kohanim, together with the people, had to atone, both to God and to fellow man. It was a joint effort. How do we atone for fellow man? We approach our fellow man, woman, ask forgiveness, Erev Yom Kippur, to reconcile. Reconciliation. This is another great quality now that may be an outgrowth of this pandemic, with the irony of isolation bringing us more together, even to reconcile our differences. At the very least, put them aside and work for the common good. May you all gather great strength from this entire 8 days of progression from Yom HaShoah through Yom HaAtzmaut, with our Torah guiding us at the epicenter of the Torah, giving us this message of loving each other, helping each other, and working together. May we be well. May we be safe. I bless you with all goodness and health, and I wish you Shabbat Shalom.